So we're working on our new tractor. It's an M6040 Kubota, which has the same cab and everything as the 7040 and a few other models. And the biggest thing is there is no videos or anything online or any tutorials that I could find about putting a buddy seat in it, besides one gentleman that made a homemade rigging that went in here. And then we've got a new tractor. It's got less than 500 hours on it. And it's too nice just to do a hack job seat, but it worked great. And we have other tractors with hack job seats. But what we picked up is a tip down seat that's designed to go on these 40 series Kubotas. And I already mocked it up a little bit about roughly where I want it to go. And it's right there. It's just a couple inches higher than my seat. It comes out to just missing that handrail on the window when it closes, and I can tip down my armrest and everything and not hit the seat back. So what I've done is after I got it placed, and marked it with a pencil to mark where I want to drill the holes, and I picked up some hardware that fits the holes in this little buddy seat. We got some nice grade 8 hardware. It's a little long, so we can use some spacers in between the seat just to get it leveled and tilted correctly. And so we got some 3/8 grade 8 1.5 bolts. And I have a drill bit just a hair larger out of the drill bit collection of the farm. And I've gone ahead and checked what's behind. It's going to miss the plastic fender just a little bit off to the side from it, where the fender meets underneath. So we're going to go ahead and drill a hole for the first one and see how things look and line up. So, oh man, it feels like butchering a cab here, but we're gonna go dead center of that slot. And I'm gonna have to put some acid in it. Nice. Oh, this feels so bad putting holes in this new cab. It's the little things that bother you. Bring up my hardware. For a nice clean interior look, I think I'm going to put the heads on the inside and the nuts outside. So let's just see. Put that there. The next one's going to be down bottom. Step it back down. Set it back up again. Something like EA. Looks level. It's gonna miss the seat. We got a little bit of slop here. Right there. Seat back. That one hits. Some space. Handle between. Let's see how it looks. So I'm gonna hop in and just trowel fit it before I drill any more holes. And I am just gonna put a wash on the other side. Tension it up a little bit. So the kicker with this seat is the attachment points don't match the curvature of the fender very well. So what I'm doing is taking a giant Craftsman adjustable 18-inch, and I am going to put a slight bend in that mounting point. Beautiful. I'm going to go see how that fits and matches that fender. So, to make some changes, as we just saw me do a few minutes ago, we went through, and these mounting points, all I'm doing is bending them so they go flat with the fender inside. And that bend job I did came out perfect. So yes, the cheap paint job they have is gonna flake off a little bit, but for what we're trying to do in the intents and purposes of a good fit, it's doing awesome. So, matching this back up, center of the hole, where I get it mounted, doing it level with the rest of the seat. Which is right there. My marking so the other hole is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill the second hole. I'm going for the center of it so it can adjust. Whoa. Whoa. That would be exciting. We want it right there. exciting, but it should work just fine. All right, and I gotta bend this guy to fit. So back to testing. Center slot, center hole, go. Perfect right there. So I just need to go straight away towards me. So bending, as you already saw, started off camera. Nice, you like the new loader? I need a hair more. Oh, watch out, you're gonna get hit in the head with that. There's that middle. Oh, that looks pretty dang good. So let's just try fit it. So throwing a 2.5 inch 3/8 grade 8 bolt. It's a little overkill, but kids' lives are literally in the balance. Grade 8s are cheap. So let's see here. Got them in. That looks pretty dang good right there. Nice thing about having those adjustables. Perfect. All right, so what are we gonna have to do on the inside? The inside is gonna take a little more creativity. That whole medial mount on the bottom is gonna require a little fandangling. So I'm trying to get this thing dead center where it was. It's centered. Needs like 5 hands to do this, but it works. That whole mount needs to go pretty much straight down. I'm gonna throw that one in the vise and bend that dog leg straight in line, and then it looks like it'll mount right onto that fender wall, wherever that groove is at, and I will be right back. Alright. Yankee ingenuity here. So centered, and centered. Gonna take about 2 washers spacer. The top one, I gotta fold and twist a little bit. So back to my good old trusty adjustable wrench. This 18-inch incher has got me out of a lot of troubles. There we go. About yay, about yay. A little more twists on that top rear. Perfect, perfect, and dang near perfect. All right, so fill those holes. Unfortunately, is going to be a bare the seat. So I think I'm going to mount them up with the 2 side ones, see how things look, and then we'll figure out if I have to pull that main seat to drill the holes or not. And it just might, or come up with a better way. Pretty sure these are 9/16. I'm gonna grab a socket real quick.
How am I supposed to keep them from touching?
I don't know. 3-year-old decided it was a good idea to apparently stick his hands in an old John Deere exhaust on a diesel engine with poor injectors, so there's soot all over that exhaust pipe. Tractor still runs good, so I don't usually mess with it, but poor kid's hands. So I brought a bunch of extra washers, so I figured by the time we get this thing all fitted, I was going to have to tweak the mounting points and spacings off to try to get this seat to sit even. So, but looks like I'm just going to need a spacer or two on the bottom edge of this. So everybody's cutting corn silage right now in Maine. It's a good time. All right. So. You wave to Billy? Let's see if the door shuts and misses. Door shuts and misses. That's what he does for a living, Ryder. Alright, so the only one I probably can easily get it to is either that one or that one. And it's curved fender. Seat's just in the way. No good way to back drill. Nope. Daddy's got to drill a hole. Let's see if we can get that bottom one. Don't reckon anything. Oh. Okay. Back off. I might have to pull that seat. Shoot. Let me see if I put the weight on the seat, if it gets it out of the way enough. Oh. What if the seat's adjustable? Right there at the bottom. There's a little adjustment cover.
Yeah. You be careful, you take your own eyeball out. Yeah. Come get down.
2. Oh, it's getting easier. And I'm going down. Nice. Oop. Don't want to go too far and have to restart things. Busy night in Maine when everybody's out farming. I'm the only one dinking around equipment, but I'm just glad it's not because I'm something broken. Alright. So nothing's on the seat, so no holes will go through anything. Nice. Mid slot. Let's see how the slot's looking on this stuff. Mid slot all the way around. Was mid slot. Still mid slot. Still mid slot. Not the prettiest job ever, but and yes, taking out the seat would have been faster, but and nicer probably. But I'm just getting things done. Life goes on. Back to sliding her up a little bit. Get it mid slots so we have full adjustment range. Hole doesn't look too terrible. The bottom one's going to be a little bit of a pain. Let's get that top one torqued down so that the seat doesn't jump all over creation anymore. So to seal it, I got some RTV gasket maker that I use for all my track tinkering projects. And when I get done, it's either gonna be silicone or the RTV gasket sealer around everything. And Roger's out practicing his letters, identifying all the letters from John Deere. So it's pretty cool. Mom's being patient. Center pull. Sweet. Alright. Retorquing everything now that we got. Don't want to bend that plastic too much. Beautiful. Alright, one last hole and this seat looks gorgeous. Checking everything again, shutting. Everything misses. Hold it flat. Still got a clear shot. Barely a little catch off the side. Misses the seat. That is awesome. Alright, one more mount. Top one's a little loose still. Pull the plastic down a little bit. No longer wiggles, just the top, bottom one out. Alright, bottom one's gonna be a little bit of a devil. Wow, I was not aware of that. That whole skirt moved pretty good. What's it attached by? So it will buckle at least a little bit without me tearing anything. Nice. Thank you. Center slot. Ooh. Backing up for a second. Going through a brace support, so yeah, crickets. Whew. And yes, my tires are backed off so far. There's no risk of them being involved. But before this thing tilts the seat down on me, I want a little bit back. I'm gonna put at least 2 washers, maybe more underneath that. No, maybe not. That bottom edge is touching. I got it tight now. Might just bolt her. Alright. Whew. Setting times. Actually, I might get away with a shorter bolt here. Yeah. Back to one of the ones I originally bought. This is just a 2-incher. No sense sticking in all the way out the wheel well. Nope, still doesn't make it. 2.5-incher. So what I might do in the future is take a couple steel bushings, 3/8 hole, and give it some backing so it doesn't sit right on the plastic, but rather the steel bushing going into the sheet metal. But for right now, I think she'll work just fine. We'll see how it looks. Things are done. Alright, just pulling the plastic a little bit. Don't want to do too much of that. I don't want it to pop when it gets cold and it's sub-zero. Back it off. Still tight. what the change where that is. It's much of anything. And then here's where that thing hits your knees. Clean up all the hardware. We'll give it a shot. Hey babe, you want to try it? You said he would do bad.
He decided to be good when he figured out that he wasn't going to be able to get in his buddy seat without being good.
Alright, buddy. You might want to run the camera on the other side, make sure he gets it. Come on, bud.
Here.
Oh, you were black.
Hang on. Put Jack up in the big seat first, and we'll put Jack in.
I was going to sit in there
Okay.
and have you swing around. Alright. Ooh, that looks cute. Let me slide by, boy.
It has a back on it.
It does have a back on it. Now watch your arm. We're going to close this. Hey, guys.
And this is what a family of 4 in a tractor looks like. Roger, we're not taking a photo, so you can stop squinting your eyes. We're done photoing.
You know what they look like Grandpa on photos, you know.
It's a video, Roger.
Grandma's on the other side. You want to see Grandma?
Oh, don't kid to him.
Alright.
Family of 4 in a tractor. I'm on the buddy seat.
Oh, dear.
I think she's setting me up for a wheat joke to say it's holding up well, but I'm not saying anything.
Oh, dear.
And that's how you get in the doghouse on a farm.
Oh, dear.
Then for the smaller kids like Jack, who's only 1, they need a little bit more support than what the buddy seat by itself can provide. So we have this old retired Costco booster seat with a 5-point harness. And you can see that the little buddy seat just fits right in between the plastic on the car seat. And then you can either use a seat belt to hold it on, or a lot of times we just will ratchet strap it in place and then, you know, take it on and off depending on which kid is on there. So that's also an option if you have younger children. So is this our off-road test of the buddy seat?
Yes. Hey, if it holds Mama, then it's definitely going to hold the little pipsqueak.
Hey, leave me alone.
No, you're the pebble the world like with no pixie.
I like how you painted yourself black with carcinogenic soot. Yeah?
With black paint all over me.
Yeah.
Black paint is black.
Yep, black paint is black. Well, the cows are looking good.
We've got one covered in soot from the muffler of the old John Deere tractor, and we have the other one.
No, I'm gonna make carpenter
a
pencil.
carpenter pencil eraser.
Cows are all on your side.